I love the Horde. He's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good one. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, the Moths, man. So this one here, man, this one, there was a whole debacle about this guy, right? There was a mistake, which there was a ton. Elbows would be on wrong, like they'd be flipped around, stuff like that. People still talk about that today. I always got those figures. I think one of them's right here. Yep. Roboto, baby! Here he is. Roboto. I always keep Roboto. He's awesome. But then some figures, the biceps were put on the opposite side. Like they were put on like upside down and stuff like that. And Roboto was one of those figures that a lot of people complain about. But so I think that might be a messed up one. I'm not really sure. Who's this one right here? Ooh, this is one of my favorite figures. This is one of my favorite figures. Clawful. Oh my gosh, he's definitely one of the best. What's this one? Oh, we got Buzz Off. This is a heavy figure too. Look at him. Look at him. This looks good. Buzz Off is always a good one. Yeah. Absolute banger. Who's next? Yes. There's Whiplash. This is a good figure too, man. He's worth a bunch. He looks really, really good. Again, oh look, he came with it. You kind of see it. Wait. Yeah, right there. That 2000X head. It goes on his body, so you can give him the 2000 head X look. I didn't think there was any interest in like doing it. I think Scott. He's talked about all these figures releases on Spectre Creative. That's kind of like what started his channel. He wanted to talk about these figures release. So if you want to learn about the history of each of these individual figures, because he made videos on each one, you should check them out because they're really, really amazing. And if you have them in the box, it'll make you want to open the damn things, because after he opens them, you see all the pictures. I'm always like, damn it, I want to open it now. So this Whiplash is awesome. Again, man, look at the paint washes on the legs. Damn it, this is a good looking figure, dude. Ooh, yeah, that's it right there, man. We got the head pack I was just talking about right there. You can see the Grizzlor, the Clawful, Roboto, Skyclone, Snoutspout, and Buzz Off. You get the 2000X heads. I want to say this was the subscriber gift that you got. And so, and it's so cool. I don't know why. Man, that is awesome. I don't know why more companies can't do this. I do not understand why they can't make accessory packs of heads, of body parts, head packs especially though. You do one character like this. What? 1, 2, 3, 6 heads. You put it in a freaking box. Come on, man. Heads, custom heads and stuff. Dude, they be selling for like $45 to $150, depending on who painting the damn thing for a head. You got like the brown box again. These oh, and you saw the brown box with the Super 7, but they switched to the brown box in Mattel. They kept trying to, you know, come up with ways to save money, try to keep the price down, since people were losing their mind over $21, $23, shit like that they got to. That's the precedence they got to that $25. That's why people don't like spending more than that. It does. What is this? All right, we got the King Randor. We got him in the toy form. This is his battle-ready outfit. He was released in his normal cartoon gal, not in the cartoon wave, but actually in the Origins wave, I do believe. But he had the normal one, which would have went with your Queen Marlena, which is also SDCC, I believe, release. Nice. Who's this? Oh my gosh, this is one of the best figures. This is Drago Man. This is part of when I was talking about Mighty Spectre. They had their little contest where they picked several winners to be able to make the figures. And one of the slots that got picked, of course, I think it was one of the first spots that had to go to them, and rightfully so, is to the Four Horsemen. You know them from the Mythic Legions. By the way, if you didn't know, if you're new, obviously if you click this line, you know. But if you didn't know about this line, Mythic Legions, the creators of Mythic Legions are the guys who made this line. They came through Mattel, pitched the idea of bringing them back with Scott Toyru Knightlick helping out, Spectre Creative helping out along the way. They got that pushed through, and there you go, man. The Four Horsemen did all this line, a lot of this innovation, this amazing sculpt work that's on everything. That's for the whole Four Horsemen, and then after that, I believe they went and did like, I don't think it's called like Acropolis. It's like the bird wave. They did some animal waves, and then they moved into more like Lord of the Rings style Legion stuff that you know. But next up on it, ooh, coming in at the end, we got Icers. So we're starting to come to the end. They're doing all the different waves. You know, we have She-Ra, New Adventures, 2000X, Cartoon Wave. Because after a couple of years, we got the Filmation license, which they did wind up having a couple sublines of Filmation characters. I don't remember if Super 7 or Mattel did those, but they did have a couple. And this figure is kind of, I believe, from the Filmation set. Next up, oh man, King Hiss. King Hiss. This one was a whole debacle with this figure. So they couldn't split them apart like the modern or the vintage one. A lot of stuff was like trying to, whatever the vintage mechanism was, how do we bring that into the modern age for the figures? They would try to do with the line, and he would break apart, and inside of him, well, he had like plates on him, the front and the back, and you take them off, and he'd be a snake underneath of it. And so they couldn't do that with this figure. They had to actually create their own snake figure, which I don't remember if it was shown and didn't come. It was supposed to be a 2-pack. There was a whole thing. Like I said, please go watch Spectre Creative, his history videos for each figure. You get to understand how it goes. But they wind up coming out with the snake character later, and people were pissed about that shit. And even that one set forever. But you finally got like an actual snake figure, more articulation. You had to get 2 figures, which people were pissed about, because I want to say they were offered that stuff for free. They're like, yo, we're going to give you this because we messed up, and then it didn't happen, and then it wound up coming out later, and we had to buy it. Whole thing. But whatever. I got that one. Ooh, one of my favorite characters as well. Cobra Khan. This is a great figure right here. Vintage, modern, any of the figures. This one came with the 2000X head. You can kind of see it right there as well. So you could switch this out. Switch this one out. And this one's really good too, because the body was very similar to 2000X. A lot of times the heads were unproportional to the vintage, to the 2000X style in the figures, because they're so bulky or whatnot. So a lot of times the figures didn't really match, but they wanted to give you that head. Customizers could pull stuff off, but you needed to work magic. But with the Cobra Khan, it actually looked really, really cool on that. And this figure is later redone to be Camuflado. The Camo Con, Argentina exclusive, was made as a Power Con exclusive later on, which I did not get. Next up on the docket, who we got? We got the plastic on it, take it off. Who we got? Adora. There she is. This is our first time getting Adora in the line, and I love this figure. Oh, look at that. We got the original. This is the She-Ra. This figure, too, a lot of slack people give, because once you take this helmet off, she's got this big, like, block in her head that you would insert the different helmet pieces that you could put into it. Again, a concept that a lot of places use now, so that was just kind of ahead of it. I didn't really mind it. Also, the history on the She-Ra figure is always really fun, whether learning from Scott or just past stuff. But this mask right here was like shown off to kids in early production, early, like, what do you guys think about this character? And all the kids just playing with it would turn the mask upside down and put those 2 little eyepieces over her head. So this is flipped down how it's supposed to be made, but you can flip it up how the kids actually done it, which is shown on the back. You guys know her, the classic style She-Ra with the up thing. So, but there's a couple different ways you can do the mask thing, and that's a cool history on that one. That coming with an odd character. He's always been an odd one. I just loved how he looked when he came out. This is Plundar. Like I said, they were releasing a lot of figures. Filmation wise, you had Chakotay, oh man, what's the red Geldar? Lord Mass. There's a bunch. There's actually a bunch that came out, but this guy's awesome. He's one of the best bunny figures out there for sure. The face on that is fantastic. He's not like a really expensive one still to this day, but this one's a good one. I'm very excited they made him. I still to this day I think he's probably the most evil-looking rabbit that I know. So I'm very excited about that. Here we are right now with the next one. Snake Face! Look at that. He had the, again, you didn't have the button attachment on him, so they had the different head switch outs in there. And this figure, we got Optic. This is from the New Adventures. We showed off Karate before. And then we got some stickers on here, which I know they don't go with his ass. We got Leech up next. What is this little thing flopping in here? What is that? Oh, it's a little like net that goes around him. This figure's sick, man. Again, the paint apps on this are insane. Who's up next? Who's up next? Snout Spout. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. So we got Slush Head. He's up next. New Mutants again. New Adventures on here. Moving into the William Stout collection. This is Super 7. This is going to be from the 87 movie. They did a sub line, like I was saying. They would do sometimes. They did a sub line where you could get this specific characters in the William Stout collection. That way they could use the license to be able to create these figures for the first time. And up first we have He-Man from the movie Rebel. Because up next we got the Dark Despot Skeletor. He's just normal movie Skeletor. I don't know what all this name crap is about. I don't know what that's about. But this is the movie Skeletor. Up next we got the God Skeletor. Oh, man. This is also the movie version. This one's really, really freaking cool. Card, baby. Here he is. The movie Card. They did release him in the mini comics version, I do believe, or whatnot. There is another figure of Card. He is lighter shades of blue and all that, and super creepy. And different enough where I actually saved both of them because they look like completely different characters. But these are the William Stout based off the movie collection. We still never got Grizzlor, and we never got the I want to say the Horde Trooper, but it's like the Skeletor Trooper, all in black, the Death Trooper from Star Wars. I think they did make them in the Masterverse, actually. I know they made Grizzlor. They may have made the other guy, but like I said, it doesn't compare to these figures. So first up on here is going to be the unnamed one. I love this figure. I believe this figure was... man, I can't remember if this was the collector exclusive you got for that time. Or, but it was really hidden of what he was going to look like. The same with like Horde Prime, but this one too. And then once he came out and he was like an Orko that was evil, because he's like one of the most powerful people or something like that. Gorpo is his name. People are really mad about that. I can't believe he's like Orko. He's got an extra head in there too. It's like a Viking head thing. So this figure's bad, dude. I like this figure a lot. I always thought he looked awesome. I don't really care that much about who he could have been or whatnot, what race he should have been in the thing. He just looks sick. I like him, so I was pretty excited once he came out and he looked cool. It was like a surprise. I'm like, all right, they killed it. I thought they killed it. All right, who we got? Boom. Oh, Krita. This is basically like Skeletor's Evil Lyn in New Adventures. I love this character in the cartoon. She's like one of my favorite villains. She has a little bit of smarts versus they're all like kind of stupid or whatever. You can see like Flog is on there too. He's one of the New Adventures. Like I said, I like New Adventures. I don't mind that cartoon at all. Next up, we got a Trite Ninjor. So they changed his name from Ninjor to Ninja Warrior. They lost like I think the rights is what happened with like this one or whatever. He looks cool. I always like Ninjor. I like the old one with his little cloth. I have him, but of course I don't have his like little cloth that goes on. What we got next up on here? Oh, we're starting to get into the 200X line. So this is Queen Grayskull. Very, very cool. This is when they started doing the 2000X line of figures. I think it was a sub-line. At first, there might have been some figures added in, and then they did a whole sub-line of the 2000X. Something. I can't remember anymore. But this one is dramatically different looking from the normal Sorceress. I said I wasn't going to look at him to shorten it up, but alright, so we got to speed it up. Alright, so we got Dragstore. He just dropped on Origin. Who is this? Oh, this is the Spara. This is one of my favorite characters in MOTU. In the DC comic book series they have, she's ruthless. She's killing fools, bro. She's so cool. If only they can make a movie of like that comic book. She's just slaughtering all these like people and stuff. She comes around to finding out her like truth. This is the one I wish I had because she would go with all my figures like perfect in scale. This is a expensive ass bitch, man. This is expensive. This is one of my favorite figures from the line. I think like even I would have this open. This one might go on the list of ones I have to actually get open. This one might have to go on the list. I don't think Mondo's gonna make this, but to have like someone like custom the head and really like detail it up. Yeah, that one's top right now. That one's top right now. Flog from New Adventures. This rounds out, I think, because on that, who is the next one anyway? Oh, the hover robots. These are bad, man. I love these ones. These are definitely ones like I wish I had money back then to army build these. And so I could have like a bunch to put it on display because even now, like I want these in the end to go with my horde display. Like to have a bunch of these around. Who we got next? Mara of Primus. Okay. She's from the New Adventures. Who's next? This is the one. This is the New Mutant Skeletor. This one's still pretty cheap, actually. I believe. Oh, right on. Blast Attack. There we go, a Snake Man. I always was like, how is he a Snake Man? This is not a figure. He came out, I think, later in the wave of the vintage as well. Never a big fan of him in the old wave, although he was just like a bomb that blew up and killed himself, which is absolutely insane. They probably wouldn't let him do that anymore in today's like thing. Although they did have that in the Revelations cartoon. This one looks really cool though. I will say this is probably the best looking Blast Attack I've ever seen. Next up we got Scorpia. I love this character. So I'm waiting for them to make her with the Origin Stingor body parts that they now have. They can hear Calyx. This was like a 200X one as well. New Horde member Calyx. Then we got Batros. He came out in Origins too. I didn't wind up getting him. I have him in this line. Way better looking than the Origins. Oh, I love this one. Madame Raz and Broom. So if you're a big like She-Ra fan, then you're gonna need to have her. All right, who's up? Ooh, here we go. Blake. Who we got here? This is New Adventures He-Man. Oh, Extendor. I still have this figure as well. I still have like pretty much all my like. This is what he looks like, all open. You can see it on there. I still have all my vintage figures and stuff as well. This is a good looking figure, actually. Really, really awesome. We love these. This is what we always wanted for like a Ninja Turtle line to do, and what people, I think, in the beginning hoped that Super 7 was going to be, and they failed us on that one. Up next, I can see who this is, and I'm very excited about it. This is Squeeze, baby. I have him as well, vintage. A lot of good characters on the back of this one, man. Look at that tongue lap. But this is a bad looking figure. Just looking at this. This is a really cool looking figure. Gosh dang it. He was already in my mind for ones to like pick up outside to like use with everything. Like nowadays. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh. Yo, this is the Horde Trooper. They came in a 2-pack as well, which we'll probably see in the next box. But this is the Horde Trooper. He also came with the Red Hordak, Spirited Hordak. He was like, he would come in and out of drops. You had an opportunity to buy it. I always missed it each time. I never got it. And then later on, I could have bought it on the aftermarket, and I just didn't care anymore. So I would have wound up selling it anyway, even though translucent figures are awesome. But this Horde Trooper is amazing, and honestly, like, this is like my top Horde Trooper. I wish I had 4 of these to roll in my normal collection with toys. I think I bought Origin ones to fit the mold, but they don't, and this is what I always wanted. So that's a top figure. What we got? Perfuma. I kept her because each time I go to sell her, she doesn't go for very much, but she's a really, really great character in the show. But she's a really great character. She's one of the best She-Ra characters for sure. She drives Hordak crazy with. She's basically like a hippie. She's like the hippie stoner character. I always like. She's really funny. All right, too bad. The character we're still waiting for in MOTU Origins to have. This is the one. This one looks really, really good too. 4 Horsemen killed it on this. This is a good looking figure. Heft to it as well. Heft to it as well. Who's up? Oh, yeah, baby. There's the tongue lasher. Like I said, it's probably, besides the Spara that I keep talking about, tongue lasher is my favorite. Of any vintage figure, would want tongue lasher carded. Love his colors. I have a bunch of them, all the different variants. I just happened to get them as kids, but he comes with a second head in there. Yeah, man. I would like to have this too, but they're going to make him and Mondo a much bigger character and whatnot. I love that tongue lasher. Who's up next? We got Sorod. So another movie figure. We showed off the William Stout. You would put these with them as well as that blade that we showed off. So that way you would have that whole set of movie figures. Oh, and the Gwildor. He comes in a bigger box, so he won't be in this one. He doesn't come with the spark action or whatnot on here, but I was always a big fan of Sorod. He was one of my favorite figures as a kid because he had the little lightning thing. I used to have some fun. He was one of the big generals back then, I remember. All right, okay, we got the Horde Wrap. Again, I think this one's like more from like the comic book. And you can kind of see what he looks like there. You would army build these characters. They're kind of like generals, I think, in like the Horde army. They float around. This is a really cool looking guy. He looks really awesome. The face on it's perfect. I've always said I like Horde people. I wish this piece wasn't stuck here. It was just kind of flat. That would be perfect on there, but definitely all the Horde people, they look cool. Oh man, I kept him. I wonder, Lizard Man. I always like him in the comic books too. He was like super slender, definitely a different body style, so they never made him back in the day. He would have been more on like the New Adventures body style here. So right, I think we're ending it off soon on the brown boxes. Pravis from the 2000X. This is definitely like a Mythic Legions looking ass character. He is really cool. That's why I had to keep him. He came with a bunch of these characters, the Snow Yeti, Chief Carnivus. I got rid of those characters. Although, like, the Snow Yeti, he looked cool out of the package. I just, I was, at the time, keeping everyone in package. All right. Rio Blast. He got released not long ago this year in Origins. Really awesome Origins figure as well. He looks super, super cool. Definitely awesome on this figure. He was always, like, he was Brave Star, basically, for the He-Man wave. Now we're into the Super 7 style boxes. This is Filmation, so they changed it. You had the Super 7 slide box. We showed off a couple, I think, last time. So here's one of the first ones. You have Evil Seed, and this is the cartoon Filmation version of this. They also would have came out with a 2000X version of this. They would have came on the green card. I do not believe I have that one anymore. That one is gone. Who do we have next? Okay, we have Rattler, the Filmation style. First time we actually got this character in figure form, since obviously Clawful, sorry, he looks like Rattler for sure, definitely, but Clawful in the Filmation cartoon is so different looking from the toy version. So this is the first time we got them, and also in the 7-inch scale. And these were done by Super 7. So these are the first times we were getting the Filmation. People were really, really excited about it because we had, never gotten it. I didn't take this one off yet. So here we go with this one. Who is this figure? Come on. There we go. Oh, there's the He-Man. He-Man. Dun, 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 dun. He's like holding the sword. I have the power. Yeah, so this is the first cartoon one, which obviously now they have Filmation. The head on this looks really good. That's a good looking He-Man. I'm going to look at that later. But that does look good. Okay, who's the next one on here? What do we got? Oh, there's the baddie himself. We got Skeletor on there. He looks fantastic as well. This is our first time we got a Filmation cartoon accurate Skeletor. And this is in the 7-inch scale. And like I said, obviously, they've redone this in Origins. And they haven't redone this, I don't think, in like Masterverse in the cartoon scale. I don't think. But yeah, these ones are definitely good figures. You were very excited for these when these came out because we hadn't had any Filmation ones just yet. Oh, he's a good one. Trapjaw. Right there is the animated Trapjaw, Filmation Trapjaw from the cartoon we all know and love. This figure was really good as well. Sucks about this figure is this is how I always remembered Trapjaw, so I went ahead and sold my Classics Trapjaw, which I think is probably the best Trapjaw figure that's like been made. Obviously Mondo's like super awesome, but like of action figures, that was like the best one. I sold it, and till this day, him and Beastman are figures that I need to get back because I sold them thinking that the Filmation versions would be better, and then once I got them, they were not. I already had the Beastman and sold him. He still was pretty cool. Out of package, fantastic. In package, a lot of orange, and it just bugged me all the time. And so I need to get Trapjaw and Classics. Beastman again, and then I will have all the figures I ever want from this wave. Last figure on the table, who do we got? Oh, it is the Evil Lynn, baby. Evil Lynn, which we showed off on the Mondo video. She had this head right here as well. Amazing 2-pack of the Horde Troopers. This is the jammer right here, man. This is the one I need. I need this one to open, so I get 2 at the same time that I need, because I already said last time I need to get some of these to go in with like my figures now. The Horde Troopers, they're one of the best things they made. I love the Horde Troopers. I love the vintage one of my favorite figures. Also, vintage figure that I did not have, as well as still do not have. Looking for that. Who is up next? Oh, there's Panther. This was the best Panther ever made. Ever made until Mondo came along. He even has, there it is, he's got the piece that Mondo comes with in there. It came from this figure right here. It was introduced, first time designed into this. I don't know if it was in the DC comic books or if it was just created for this figure. This thing is amazing. I definitely wish I had 2 of these. Up next, who we got? Ooh, this is the Queen Marlena. This like just came out in the Origins cartoon line, and she's just like this. And here she does have 2 versions you could have got. So you can see her here. She's got her astronaut motif on, which is all in the bottom of this. Down there you get your astronaut. You can switch them all out, but this is the SDCC exclusive, and so she came in the Queen Marlena outfit and then released to normal fans after SDCC, or maybe even before, I don't remember, but the one you got would be this. So you would have to buy both if you wanted both versions. I only needed one, but she does look cool in the outfit in that. But I had like the King Randor to go with this one, although I sold him in the suit. Anyway, it's got Cringer in it, and a lot of the SDCC, well, a couple of them, you got like little extras, and we never got a Cringer up until the MOTU Origins Cringer that came with the Prince Adam, which is a very good scale to go with these figures. Up next, we got, oh man, it's the Orko. Yes, do you see him down there? There's the Prince Adam. I talked about him a couple of videos ago. But yeah, this is the Orko. This is the color changing one right here. I can't remember like what happens if you put it in water or you put it just like in cold, like changes it. When is this from? This is from 2009, man. That Orko still looks good. I think even back then, because this was SDCC, so I didn't like get this off the bat, and then I didn't buy it when it was available on the site because it was just the normal color, and I always wanted like the best version of it or whatever. So because this would stay in the package, I wasn't ever gonna like open them. So I don't like regret that at all. This one's like awesome, but I do remember paying. You can kind of see he's like kind of translucent looking. I think he was like 60 something bucks if I recall. Even back then, I think he was like 65 because he was he was one of the more pricey ones I had to go hunt down like later. Up next, we got one of here's Multibot. He comes in the clip. Man, this is just feels clean. I haven't taken this thing out, and it was hard to see. They come in the mailer still. I had to get this bad boy out. All these have bigger mailers and stuff for them, but yeah, Multibot. The artwork on this is really, really cool, and it does display. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Up next, oh, here we are. We have Ram Man. This one was not like an exclusive. It was an oversized figure, and I think it did come in the membership or whatever. Got all the like normal baddies. So this is like one of the older figures. This up until, I mean, I don't know, honestly, bro. This is probably still the best Ram Man that there is. They got like the Masterverse one and everything that people like. But this, the detail on this, especially in hand, this thing looks really good. I think he's expensive too. And lastly, on this table for now, we got the Gwildor. This is like the best Gwildor ever made. Especially you had that like super lame one in the movies. Didn't even have the feet on there and stuff. This is an awesome Gwildor. He comes with the keys, both one open and one like closed or whatever. like before it like expands up all the way, I believe. This is a good figure, man. I was excited for this Gwildor because I was like, what are they going to do to make him look cool? Because I think they had already released like other ones. This one kind of got waited for a really long time before he got released. But you got to have him to go with the like movie collection. So that's fun. Here's the Modulok box to go with that multi-bot. By the way, I love the artwork on the multi-bot as well as the Modulok. Especially you have both with the blue and the yellow. I already had put that one over there on the other side, but yeah, this looks good. I always like to see the figure, but this looks really, really awesome. Here's a big boy. Yeah, got the Shadow Beast. People are still hoping that they release this sucker again. He is awesome. I couldn't get rid of him. I don't know what other animals are going to like be here, but I think I got rid of most of the big giants. He's the only one I kept. This looks really awesome. That looks really awesome. I wish I had one of those to open up. What's this one right here? Oh, the Snake 2-pack. Yeah, this is a Snake Man. This is an army builder. Anytime you got snake people, you got to get them. But yeah, this is a good one. Obviously now they have quite a few snake builders and stuff that they've made for Origins. Oh, all right. This is a big one right here. We already showed the Panther, so here is the Battle Cat. His helmet is messed up coming off on there. Wish they was sitting on there nicely, but this until again Mondo made the Battle Cat, which there's also inspiration to Mondo one from this one, and this was the best one. I still would man, I wish I had this one in the Panther, the extra one. I think I even had a chance of getting the extra Battle Cat, but I turned it down. Oh man, this is a really, really good figure. I understand why that sucker is probably expensive. Same with the Panther. What do we got left? We got this one left. What is this? Oh man, Snake Armor and King Hiss. This is the 2000X cartoon, and you got your new version, your 2000X version of King Hiss, because he did look way different than the vintage one. And then on this one, before I get out the next little batch, I found this little secret thing in here, wrapped up in this box, real nice. It's all sealed. Keep all the air out of there, man. There it is, man. This is the vintage slime, still sealed, everything. It's still a little soft. It's not hard. It's also not like wet anymore like it used to be. I haven't looked at this in so many years, man. Decade probably. It's been sitting in there. Oh wow, this is cool. At one time I was trying to get all the like the Uzis. I got the turtle one too, but then that was it. I actually had stopped. I never got the Toxic Crusader or the Ghostbuster slime, and then the purple turtle one. That's the ultimate. But here's the Motu, and it still is good in there. It's still squishy a little bit. You can kind of hear it. It's just not all the way wet. That's crazy after all this time. Like I said, it's like sealed in the bag. I guess I rolled it up good. Not good enough. 6 ounces. I can't believe that. Boom! The slime is in there. That's awesome. This is definitely a really good one. So, extra surprise. For this, what do we got? Oh, the Griffin. Yo, we're still waiting for a good Griffin figure to come out. There was like a third-party place that was going to make one, and it got like canceled. I don't remember the company. I don't think it was Fish Toys, but it could have been. But yeah, of all the stuff I kept, I had to keep this one. Yeah, because I don't... No, there it is right there. I was going to say, I don't have my Swiftwind I haven't seen. There's it is. That's the Swiftwind. I don't have the Mondo Swiftwind, but I got this one, and this is good enough. It wasn't $600. This thing's probably a couple $100 now. It's probably like 200 something bucks. So it's halfway there, and this is still probably... This is like... I mean, this is a good-looking Swiftwind. This is an amazing thing right there. That's a hard one to get. Is that the rest of it? Oh, one more. One more. The big bad boy. I love this one. Oh, there it is. Granomir. I wish I could see him, but you have to put it together because he's so big. I can't remember how big he is when he's like all the way, but it's really tall. Maybe like 15 inches. What year is this one from? 2012 on this one. This is the regular version. I think, I can't remember if this is a SDCC or if this is, no, I think this came with like just the club members. And then later on, maybe for SDCC, they came out with the green version, which was like the mini comics color. And this one's like the cartoon color. Or opposite, I can't remember. This is one of the best figures that there is. This is a really expensive figure. He looks like this. And he's huge, and he's usually sitting on people's shelves. And I've, since this time, been waiting for a red dragon to be made. Mythic Legions made their big green one, but if they make a red one, I'm going to have to get that, because I've been waiting since then. And this guy, even loose, this is really, really expensive. So I love this. I was so excited when this came out. This was expensive when it came out, too. I want to say it was like $75, which is nutballs now. Because you're like, oh, it's super expensive. Dude, that's probably a $200 toy on that one. And then the best was the slime for this, obviously. That is going to be not part of the MOTU Classics, but finding this little thing. Look at this. Free when you buy any 2 Master of the Universe figures between 3/186 and 5/30/186. Little sticker on there. Oh, that's awesome. Yo, but man, I was like, there's like a couple spots, and I know this is like sealed. It's sealed all the way around. I even looked at it, but like, I can actually smell it a little bit, like that slime smell, and I was like, oh yeah, that's like, it like took me right back, right there. You smell, you know what it is. You know that slime smell. That's the exact smell. It's like right there. This is cool. This is super cool. So, that's it. Appreciate you guys all sticking around watching these things, especially if you've never seen them for the first time. Hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you guys think. Follow for more. Lots of stuff always coming, so smash that like button and come back next time. Until then, guys, see you on the next video.